Hey everyone, it is Seeking Mini-Me here, and I am here to do a what I eat in a day video because I've had a couple of people requesting one. So I'm going to do a 6 months post-VSG what I eat in a day video. So this morning I am starting with my breakfast. So this is something that I have every morning. It's about 10 a.m. now. I have this every morning about 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Never changes. Always the same thing. So it is what I call protein coffee. It's pretty common in the weight loss community, so I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before. I've done a video on it before. It's still the same thing that I am currently drinking or eating for breakfast, however you want to look at it. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So I do Starbucks iced coffee. So this is the Starbucks iced coffee. It is the unsweetened blonde roast. I also will do the dark roast. I like them both. Here are the nutrition facts on that. So for 12 ounces, which I do a full serving, it is 5 calories. 1 carb, no protein, pretty much nothing else, some potassium. So that's the first thing. Then I also do the Fairlife milk, the fat-free version. I will do a full serving of this, which is a cup. So I'll show you the serving size of that. So that is a full serving. 1 cup is 80 calories, and it is 13 grams of protein and 6 carbs. This Fairlife milk has the best stats on the market. I have not found another kind of milk that has good stats like this with low sugar. This has 6 grams of sugar and 6 carbs. So, and 13 grams of protein. So highest protein, lowest carbs, and lowest sugar. It's really the best milk on the market. So I always put this in my coffee as well. And then my protein is the Quest Salted Caramel. I prefer this flavor as opposed to any of the other ones. I think it makes a really good flavor for coffee. I think it's really good. The only issue that I have with this, which I'll show you guys, is it can be a little bit chunky, so I have to use a whisk to kind of make sure that I break up all the chunks, but it works great once I whisk it up. So here are the nutrition facts for that one. So that one is for, I do use 1 full serving. It is 100 calories for 1 serving and 20 grams of protein. 22 grams of protein and 3 carbs. So this one also has really good stats. Quest is one of the best protein powders in regards to stats. And then the last thing I use is this Tarani sugar-free. I've used 2 flavors, French vanilla. Actually, I've used 3. I've used French vanilla, I've used caramel, and I have used s'mores. All 3 of them taste great in the coffee. I do the serving size is about 2 tablespoons. I do about 1 serving size, and there's no real stats. It's 0 sugar, 0 fat, 0 carbs. But I do probably maybe 1 serving, to be honest with you. I just do like a couple splashes of this, so it's not much, but it might be 1 full serving. All right, so the first thing I do is I take my protein powder, and I actually just bought this, so I have to open it. And I put the protein powder in the bottom of the cup first, because I find that when I put the protein powder in first, it mixes better. So 1 full scoop of that. And then I put my milk in first, so I'll do 1 full cup of that. Excuse my whining dog in the background. And then, like I said, I do 12 ounces of which is 1 serving of the coffee. So I'll do 1 full cup and then a half of another. said, the sugar-free syrup. Just gonna use the rest of that. And then I just take and blend it up with a whisk. Because like I said, it can be a little bit chunky. It needs a little bit of help to get it all mixed up in there. But this little whisk like works perfectly. It gets everything broken up and mixes it really well. All right, guys, that's it. I'll add some ice to that, and that's it. That's what I drink all morning. My routine usually, especially during the week, is I drink this for most of the morning up until the afternoon. I'm warning you guys now, I'm not much of a cook, so my meals are usually quick, easy things. But you know, you guys have been asking for a video, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. But yeah, so I'll come back to you guys when I do my lunch, which usually is not till like around sometime between like 3 and 5 o'clock is when I eat my first actual meal, because the protein coffee really just keeps me full throughout the day. So I'll come back to you guys when I have that, when I'm doing my next meal. All right, see you then. Oh, and I'll stick the stats. Did you stop it? My daughter's recording. I'll stick the stats in a picture. So I'm going to try to put the stats in and stick a picture right here so you can see it. I think it's like 180 calories, 185, something like that. And it's got a good amount of protein, like 25 grams of protein or something like that. But I'm going to stick a screenshot of my stats in so you guys can see that. All right, bye. Hey y'all, it's me again. I am coming to you with my next, it's not really a meal, but it's more like a snack. So it is about 2:20 right now. Today I'm eating a little bit sooner. Today's Monday, and I pick up my daughter earlier on Monday. So normally I pick her up at about 4 o'clock at the bus stop, Tuesday through Friday, but on Mondays she gets out an hour early, so I pick her up at 3 o'clock at the bus stop. So I try to get my walk in at this time because I walk to pick her up from the bus stop, so I will leave a little bit early to get a good, nice, long walk in, about 5 miles, maybe not that much, maybe 3 to 4 miles, something like that. Anyway, so before I take that walk, I usually try to get something in aside from my coffee, so that's what I'm going to do now. I really, really like these Kind bars here. My favorite flavor is the peanut butter dark chocolate. I find that if I have some carbs before I do my walk, I typically feel better. And sometimes I'll do a walk/jog as well. So that is what I'm going to eat for my, basically a snack. So here's the stats for those. For one, it is 150 calories, 3 grams of protein, 23 carbs, 2 of those from fiber, and 7 are from sugar. So if you're watching your carbs, this might not be something that you want to do, but like I've told you guys before, I've been a lot less focused on carbs and just trying to eat healthier things. I'll eat carbs. I'm not really focusing on that. Try not to focus on calories and stuff like that. Just trying to hit my protein goals and hit my calorie goals and exercise. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. So if you're watching your carbs, you might not want to eat these. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to have this snack. These are the stats, and I'm going to include my stats for the whole day at the end. Like, I'll try to include separate stats for meals, but I'm not going to include a picture for the stats for just the granola bar. At the end, I'll have my total stats. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be eating now. So I'll see you guys again at my next meal. Bye. Hey, it's me. I'm back again, and I have my daughter recording again for me. So hopefully this will be a little bit better than my snack one. Okay, so I'm going to be eating my first real actual meal, if you want to call it that, because I had the protein coffee and then I kind of had a snack, and this is what I consider basically my lunch, and it is about 5:30, which is pretty typical for me. I don't know if it's because I think the coffee plays a factor where I don't really get hungry throughout the day. I think that plays a factor because coffee has a natural appetite suppressant. So I think that's a factor, but I also think it has to do with the fact that I am very busy at work, so I'm constantly going and I don't really have time to think about food. So really while I'm working and stuff like that, between the coffee that I drink for most of the morning into afternoon, and just being really busy with work, I don't typically get too hungry. Like I said, I'll usually try to have a snack before I go out and do my my walk, my first afternoon walk, which is going to pick up my daughter from the bus stop. And then usually after work is when I'll have my first meal. So anyways, so it is 5:30, about 5:30, and I'm going to make my first meal. So this is going to be the first thing I'm making here. So this is wild-caught Argentine red shrimp. I got this from Sam's Club. I don't know where else it's sold, but I do know that they are amazing. I love them. They're delicious. They're a great source of protein, low calorie, no carbs. Like, they're an amazing source of protein. So let me go ahead and show you the stats. So you can see that 4 ounces, I think, is 60 calories and 16 grams of protein. 4 ounces, I usually will measure it out, and 4 ounces is between 4 and 5 shrimp, depending on how many, how big the shrimp are. So I'll measure it out on my scale. I usually do about 1.5 servings. So I'll usually do about 6 servings of the shrimp, just because, for one, it's low calorie, so I can indulge, I guess you can say. I don't know. But I can get in about 6 servings, about 1.5 servings. So yeah, it's great protein, great stats, and it is delicious. They taste like to me, like little mini lobsters. Like, instead, they don't really have much of a shrimp flavor. I guess when I cook it the way I do, which I'll tell you what I do, super easy. To me, they taste like lobster. So I will do that, like I said, 1.5 servings. It usually does take me a while to eat it because 6 ounces is a lot. I can usually only fit max 4 ounces. So I'll usually spread out eating all 6 of those shrimp, usually is what I do, probably about over an hour or so. Okay, so this is what I cook it with. Any sort of olive oil or whatever you want to use, it really doesn't matter. I use the extra virgin olive oil because that's what they used, because I taste tested it at Sam's Clubs and that's what they used. So I did exactly what they did because it was delicious. So you guys can see the stats there. Obviously, it's a fat, high calories. I am cooking 2 servings here, so I have about 2 tablespoons in there, because I'm also cooking a serving for my daughter. But I only track maybe 1/2 tablespoon as in what I'm eating, because most of it stays in the pan. It's not like I'm licking out the pan and eating all the oil out of there. So most of the oil does stay in the pan, but I do consider, that a part of my calories. So I'll do about 1/2 serving when I'm tracking. And then the only other thing I do is I put a little of Himalayan pink salt. There's no nutrition facts for this, so I just put a little bit of Himalayan pink salt on them when I'm cooking, and that's it. I don't put any other seasonings or ingredients or anything else, and it comes out amazing. I do also do butter, so I will take this is probably about 2 tablespoons, I would say. I'll melt it, and I'll do that as like dipping, like you would a lobster. I will only, again, track maybe 1 tablespoon of butter that I consumed, or probably 1/2, because I just dip it in here and I don't end up eating everything that's out of here. And again, both me and my daughter are going to be using this. And 1 second, I forgot to, so these are the stats for the butter. And I mean, you can use any butter. I just happen to have Country Crock with calcium here. But it really doesn't matter. So 1 tablespoon is about 45 calories. No carbs, no protein, no nothing. So yeah, all I'm going to do is I'm de-thawing them right now, and I'm just going to basically cook them in a frying pan. Just leave it on one side for maybe like 3 minutes, flip it over the other side for another 3 minutes or so, maybe 2 to 3 minutes until it's basically pink and done. And that's it. That's what I'm going to be eating for my first meal. So I will try to include the stats for this meal in a picture right after this video. If not, all my stats are going to be at the bottom, but I'll try to include a picture for the stats for this one. So that's it. I'll see you guys. I'll probably eat another meal tonight. Probably usually around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. I'll be looking to eat something else. So I'll put that in there if I do. Bye, guys. All right, so I am coming to you guys with my dinner. That's what you want to call it, my second meal. So I have made a, let's see if I can get this in the picture. There we go. I've made me a sandwich, as you can see. So it is an egg sandwich. I have used a, up. Sorry, I don't have anybody to record today, or for this one. So I have used the bagel thins, the everything flavor. Used that. If you guys want to see those precise stats, hopefully you guys can see that okay. So I used that. I also used a serving, so just one total bagel thin, which is one serving. I also used a serving, which is 2 tablespoons of this Philadelphia whipped original, and an egg, so 1 egg, and a serving of some cheese, like some shredded cheese. It was like 1 ounce. I put that up, sorry. So a serving of the 6 Italian cheese, Publix brand. That. So that is 1 ounce. So yeah, I used a serving of that. And I put it together into a sandwich with an egg. I just fried the egg. Well, I don't know if frying the egg is the right word because I didn't actually fry it. I didn't use any like grease or oil or anything like that, but I just cooked it on a pan. So yeah, I think I can't remember the calories total, 300 and something total calories. So I'm going to have the stats in a picture next. Well, I think I'm going to have total stats. Again, with the Christmas tree, right? You're not judging me though, right? Okay. Probably, but I don't care. So anyway, so I'm going to put the total stats for the day in the description box. I think I'm ending up with a little over almost 900 calories today. I am having a big day. Sometimes I have bigger days than others. Today I went for 2 walks, 2 long walks, like over an hour. So I've burnt like 400 or 500 calories. So I do notice when I have those days where I hit like a lot of steps and burn a lot of calories, I'm usually hungrier. But anyway, so I'm going to eat that for dinner. I probably will finish that whole thing because I'll probably, again, eat it over an hour's time. But if not, I'll come back and let you guys know. I can't remember. Do I normally finish the whole sandwich? I might not. I might maybe eat like 1/4 of it or half of it to 3/4 of it. If I don't finish the whole thing, then I'll come back and let you know. This is also the other thing that I do. So let me show you the front first. So this is the no added sugar hot chocolate. This has like been a godsend to me. It helps me hit my fluid goals as well as it helps satisfy sweet tooth, which I usually get a lot at night. So I probably will be also having a cup of this. So my stats will probably include this because I have one just about every night. So this will probably be in the stats. If you don't see it in the stats, then that means I didn't have it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be in there. So I just wanted to show you guys that picture. So yeah, that's going to wrap out my day. That is, I guess, typically what I eat in a day. Typically kind of how I go about eating. Like I typically always have the protein coffee. I always, usually go most of the day without really eating anything until about 3 or 4. 3, I have a snack. 5 o'clock, I'll usually have my first real meal, if you want to call it that. I consider the protein coffee a meal. But if you want to consider a first real meal, usually have that around 5, and then again at around 9 or so, 9:30, 8, somewhere between 8 and 10, I would say I'll eat, because I typically stay up pretty late because I'm working on schoolwork and stuff like that. So I typically stay up pretty late. And then I'll have a hot chocolate at night to kind of warm me up before I go to bed, pretty much. That's pretty much a typical day for me. Like I said, on the days that I walk a lot, I do notice that I'll eat a little bit more. Like I said, I can't remember if I don't think I can finish that whole sandwich. I think I'll probably end up closer to 700 calories today if I don't finish that whole sandwich. But like I said, I'll come back and let you guys know. But yeah, you guys have asked to see what I eat in a day, and that is pretty much it. I don't eat the same exact things but every day, but that's kind of my typical, I don't know, my typical routine, I guess. I don't always eat the same things, but usually there's somewhere along that line. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, I haven't even been looking at the camera this whole time. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you want me to do any other videos or anything like that. I'll be glad to do them whenever I have time. Hopefully I'll get this up soon. I gotta edit it and put it together and make sure, because I've never done a video like this before, so kind of try to figure that out. Yeah, so anyways, if you guys don't hear from me again, that means that I ate the whole sandwich, and I also, drink the hot chocolate and everything. So if I come back, then you guys know that I didn't get to finish it. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey everyone, so this is my last post for this video. This video is already over 20 minutes. I feel does everybody's what you eat in a day video take this long? Why are mine so long? Anyways, so I did not finish the whole sandwich. I have about 3/4. I finished 3/4 of it, so I have about 1/4 left. So I updated that in my fitness palettes where I'm tracking all my calories, and I just finished warming up my water to do my hot chocolate, because I'm also going to have that. So I'm going to put my stats in the full stats in a picture coming up, but the end of the day stats, if I can figure out how to get that in a picture. It might be a couple of pictures, because anyways, so I ended up with 800 calories for today. 800 calories, 80 grams of protein, something like that, around 80 grams of protein, and I think it was something like around 60 grams of carbs, 60, maybe 70, something like that. Anyways, you guys can see the stats, but sorry, this is what I eat in the day, and I'm sorry it's 20 minutes. I don't longer than 20 minutes after I put in my pictures and stuff. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or like I said, if there's anything else that you're wanting from me. And I'll try to put those together for you. All right. Thanks you guys so much for being here. Bye.